Yo, what's going on, guys? Rhys here from the More Than Lifting podcast, morethanlifting.com. How do I always mess up the intro? Anyway, it's just a solo show today. Chris isn't about, he's busy doing stuff for himself, focusing on his own things, and that's okay. He's a bit busy, so I'm just doing a solo show. First off, I want to apologise for the lateness. Oh my, it's so late. I'm so sorry it's taken me so long to get a podcast episode out. It's currently 5 to 12, oh my god, on Monday. And yeah, so I need to fix that up, really. The reason, first off, sorry for the latest, guys. This shouldn't be happening. I usually put it out every Friday, sometimes Saturday, but it's usually pretty consistent. How it is Monday already and I have not put a podcast episode out, I do not know. Well, actually I do, I've been kind of busy, but that's no excuse. Okay, so, well, I'll tell you what, let's get into the reasons. First off, this is all about bodyweight training, calisthenics, gymnastics, strength training, where me and Chris are personal trainers from the UK, and we help people get super duper results, get nice and sexy, really strong, and ultimately in great shape. But Chris isn't about, so I'm just going back and forth. Why is this podcast late? First off, this podcast is late because I've been busy. I've been all over the place working. I haven't really been all over the place. I've just been at home working on something super special. Okay, so a lot of you probably have already seen my handstand page on the site. If you haven't, go to morethanlifting.com/how to handstand. Just go on to morethanlifting.com and there's a link just on the homepage to my complete beginner's guide to handstands and handstand training. The full how-to guide. Honestly, there's so much stuff on there. It's about 3,000 words, images, progressions, variations, all kinds of sorts and sizes. So go over there, check that out. What I'm doing though is I've actually been putting a book together and a course, and this course is literally the handstand training course, as good a name as I've got for it now, straight to the point. It's all about teaching you how to handstand, how to improve your handstand, and how to use it in your training as a tool for actual strength development, skill development, and ultimately the pursuit of this skill development, this kind of training philosophy that I teach, that you don't get caught up on the physical results, instead focus more on the skill development, get engaged in your training, get excited about it, and try and learn something, try and have something to show for all those sexy muscles. So the handstand course is going to include a training program, a complete program, and it's got videos on every conceivable handstand conditioning and progression exercise that I could think of, that I've ever used myself or given to clients. And it's also got a full guide on how to do the skill, how to handstand, how to use it as strength work, how to get good at handstands. I've got stuff on stability, technique, transitions, variations, progressions for advanced handstand skills like one-arm handstand, hollow back, and things like that. It's a complete training program on inversion strength. I don't hate that word, but I don't really like the word inversion because, I don't know, I just see it in yoga, and I don't have anything against yoga. It's a great form of training, great form of conditioning. It's really good for you, but there's something about it that the term inversion that just makes me cringe a little bit, so I don't really like to use it. But it's the total course on handstand training, guys. There is everything there, okay? And so I've been working my tits off on that, and yeah, that's why the podcast's late. Oh, so it's only taken me 5 minutes to let you in on that. Going along with this handstand course, though, I've also been doing a book. So I've got this book, I've been doing this book for it, and what I want actually, guys, is if you're interested in getting on my kind of early bird beta tester type situation, what I'm doing is going to release just for you guys on the podcast, because I fucking love you. I'm going to give you a chance to get in on it, whilst I am kind of creating it. I need a little bit of feedback. I need some people to go through some stuff. I need some people just to kind of walk through it, go through it, give me some feedback, and ultimately help me kind of just tidy up and make sure I haven't missed anything out, because I've been so locked in this kind of, I've just been locked in my own little box while I've been getting on with this kind of thing, and I haven't actually brought it out to people. And you guys obviously well into this shit, otherwise you wouldn't be listening to me talk about it. So I want to help you guys, and I want to provide it to you so that you can help me a little bit as well. Okay, so a little bit selfish, but it's ultimately about helping you guys get results. And because you guys are so, because you tune in every week, because you listen to this stuff, and you actually take that time out of your day, I want to give you something a little bit back, give you back a little something. Bloody hell, I'm getting all my worms mixed up. So that's that. Guys, go to morethanlifting.com/handstand, and I've just got a very, very simple landing page, and where you just pop your email in, and what I'll do over the next kind of couple of days, I'll be in touch with you, and we can have a talk about this kind of stuff. And over the next kind of week or two, I'll slowly be dripping out some of this course content for you, which I'll talk about when you sign up, because it's because I don't have it all fleshed out right now, and I really want you guys to be part of the process if you're interested as well. So go over there, morethanlifting.com/handstand, and I'll be in touch. So cool, that's that. The next thing, what's next? The next thing is really exciting. Okay, it's the moment we've all been waiting for, the scores for the handstand tally, the handstand scores. In the rock, paper, scissors so far. So if you are a long time listener to the podcast, if you're not, then welcome. There's usually two of us, but today it's just me. But if you are a long time listener, you know me and Chris, at the end of our episodes, we do our rock, paper, scissors to see who does the outro. Okay, and the scores, I've promised you this episode, I'm going to tell you as well. Right, so the podcast scores. Accumulated scores, including wildcard plays, are 16. So of 25 episodes, we've actually missed 9 episodes. We haven't done rock, paper, scissors for, and for various reasons. Sometimes I've been by myself. Sometimes Chris or I've been in a rush, and we've just had to kind of close it all off instead of messing around, because doing the rock, paper, scissors actually adds about 5 minutes to the podcast as well, because there's usually a bit of messing around involved in that. So out of a possible 16, Chris in second place with 6 points. Okay, so he's won 6 of them, and I am blazing ahead with 10 points. So I've won 10 weeks worth of handstands, over said there. Rock, paper, scissors, and Chris, you've only done 6. So if you're listening to this, mate, you need to pick it up. You need to step up your game. You need to bring those naughty wild cards back, and really start challenging me with this, because at the minute I'm rinsing you. So yeah, that is it. I'm not going to be able to do another rock, paper, scissors today, obviously, because blah 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 blah, but so in 24 episodes we've missed 8, actually, not 9. What am I on about? Okay, so what else did I want to talk to you about? Along with going, if you haven't already, and you're interested in getting started with calisthenics, check out the 28-day transformation, okay? I know I've just spoken about this handstand course, but the 28 transformation is basically a 28-day immersion program into calisthenics training. I take you through everything from beginner to, from absolute beginner up through like doing pull-ups, doing all the basic kind of foundational, the fundamental exercises, strength exercises, and we work on progressions for like L-sits. We start doing handstands, we start doing some simple levers, and all kinds of stuff like that. It's a really, really deep program for beginners to get you into calisthenics, to get you started with bodyweight training, because a lot of people don't know how to get started. They kind of get stuck, and they get stuck in their heads about it, but it's actually really simple. All you got to do is show up. Okay, that program is a beginner's program. I don't charge a lot of money for it. It's just $29. You go there, go to morethanlifting.com/28 transformation. I also have options of doing group coaching and one-to-one coaching with that as well. But I won't get into that. The basic program is just $29. 28-day immersion. Go to morethanlifting.com/28 transformation for that. And if you haven't already, check out the 100 push-up challenge as well. where I go through loads and loads of variations. This week's week 16 coming out today. I'm going to be sorting that out right after recording this. And each week I just pull in another variation, another little, pull in another variation of I keep saying bloody handstands. So each week I'll bring in another variation of push-up, and more extreme than the ones before, in the build-up to some very, very, very crazy push-up variations, which you can find about in last week's episode. We talked about that in a bit more detail, episode 24. And so if you want to know more about that, just check out the last episode, go back and listen to that one. Okay, so in the next few weeks, we're going to go into even more detail than we have before on a lot of stuff. Okay, the gymnastics competition is coming up, and there's lots of stuff for me personally that I'm working on that's going to be changing as I develop and go from my strength cycle, which I'm currently into, my skills cycle. I can talk about all kinds of crazy stuff like that, stuff you can implement, stuff you can start doing for your training. Okay, so make sure you're subscribing. Make sure you leave us a rating and review so we can reach other people, so we can get a bit of feedback on the value that we provide to you guys. Also, if you have any questions or comments or anything, just send me an email, rhysmorgan@morethanlifting.com. I speak to people, they email me and ask me questions, I reply. So don't be afraid to actually just reach out to me and ask me a quick question. It takes no time at all, and I will do my best to answer anything you can possibly ask me, particularly about training, obviously. If you want to just ask me random questions about shit, then fucking go ahead. You know what I mean? I love to have a good chat with all the people who are listening or do check out the website. So if that's the case, then just get hold of me, give me some feedback, ask me away, ask me some questions, and I might even do a podcast episode about it. If it's if I think it's going to help everyone, then we'll go into a bit more detail as well, and I'll respond in the email, of course, but we'll get back like that too. Okay, so what else? Yeah, so if you want to keep, so we got loads of stuff coming anyway. Like I was saying, if you want to check out a bit more about how I'm doing my training, what I'm doing, if you want to have a check out on my progressions and how I approach my training in a bit more detail, for my personal experience, I mean my personal training goals and everything, check out the YouTube channel, More Than Lifting, or More Than Lifting Official, I think it is actually, because I think More Than Lifting was snuck. Bastards, sneak in my name. So anyway, so go over there, YouTube, search More Than Lifting. I'm putting out a training vlog, calisthenics training and gymnastics training. I'll go through everything that I'm working on. I'll take you through the entire process. I'll keep you updated as I'm going, and so that's great. And I'm also doing the videos for the 100 push-up challenge, as I spoke about last week. They're coming out I'm coming to catch up with the actual articles that are being published, so I'm back on schedule. But so go over to the YouTube channel, check that out, search More Than Lifting or something like that, and check out the channel More Than Lifting. Hopefully it'll turn up for you. If not, just I'll have a link in the show notes. Go to morethanlifting.com/episode 25 to find out more about that. Okay, so we're only just about hitting 15 minutes, guys, but I don't have really a lot more to update you with. I don't want to go rambling off on something by myself because I am really busy at the minute. I need to get back to work because I'm planning on having this book finished by the end of the week. So I've got a lot of work. I've got to pull my finger out and really just start grafting for it. So, So that is about it, I'm afraid, for this episode. Just a quick one, just to keep you updated on what's going on. And cool. I can't really do rock, paper, scissors for this, sorry. But what I can do is just do the outro. Right, so guys, that is it for this episode. That's it. And check back Friday. We'll have the next episode out, number 26. So check back then for that. If you're not already, subscribe in iTunes, in Stitcher. And if you don't want to miss out on any future episodes, or you want to get involved in the 100 push-up challenge or anything, go over to morethanlifting.com and either sign up for the foundation workout, go to the 100 push-up challenge, go to morethanlifting.com/podcast. There are loads of pages on the website. Go check any of them out. Go to morethanlifting.com and you'll get directed from there. If you're trying to just get started and you don't really know what calisthenics is about, don't worry. Go to morethanlifting.com/start here, and and that'll take you through more or less everything you need to know to get started, including workouts, including a breakdown of how workouts work with calisthenics training, how to structure your workouts, different elements of training, skill training, all sorts. Pretty much everything we've ever covered on the podcast and more is on that page, so go over there and check that out. All right, that is it. And guys, go and give Chris Thatcher some love as well. He's not about this week, but he is my co-host and I've got a lot of time for him. He's a good friend, and Maintenance Chris, we call him over here. I hope he hears that. Sorry mate, I'm only messing. And so Maintenance Chris, go to christopherthatcher.com and check out all his stuff. He is an unbelievable guy. He's got crazy knowledge on all stuff training, and he is a real expert in this field. He can help you out with all kinds of stuff that I can't even go into here because there is just so much of it. Go check him out, and everything he's doing, send him some love at Coach Thatch on the socials. Give me a shout out at More Than Lifting on the socials. Otherwise, have a good day. I hope you've had a holly jolly Easter. Is Easter a thing now? Is that like is it like the new Christmas or Halloween? I thought it was just like, well, you get some eggs and that's it. But I don't know, this year it seems to be a really big deal. I don't know about in America, but usually the UK is just like, oh, it's Easter, we get a bank holiday, and that's really the touch. That's the bonus, the perk of it. But I hope you've all had a good time. We'll catch up with you on Friday for the next episode. I'm not going to tell you what that's about yet because I haven't sat down with Chris to record it, so I don't really know. Chris, if you're listening, love you man, and I'll catch up with you Tuesday tomorrow and probably Wednesday for recording as well. Guys, otherwise, have a great week and I'll catch you in the next one.